It's been a tough day for the government, with repeated blows coming in from the Apex Court. After handing out a damning order over the appointment of the CVC, the Apex Court came down heavily on the centre for failing to crack the whip on black money hoarders. The court blasted the government for not arresting stud farm owner Hassan Ali, accused in a multi-billion-dollar money laundering and tax evasion case.
What is going on in this country? What is in the way of taking action against Hassan Ali?
Scathing remarks by the Supreme Court on the government's inaction against Hassan Ali Khan, the main accused in the multi-billion-dollar tax evasion case. Despite strong evidence linking Hassan Ali to an $8 billion scam, the government has not initiated any action against him.
Why did this man deserve all these comforts? You did not even once insist on his appearance. Would you have given the same courtesy to an accused person in a lesser crime?
The Apex Court also ordered the forthwith reinstatement of 3 key ED officials allegedly transferred midway into the probe.
It is very unfortunate that the 3 key officials of the Enforcement Directorate investigating the black money scandal have been abruptly transferred midway into the investigation.
The bench granted 4 days to the centre to file its response in the matter.
If the government fails to act, we would be compelled to appoint a special officer for supervising the probe against the offenders.
Our contention is that for some reason there is a cover-up going on. We have said so repeatedly that it is dragging on, not custodially interrogating. You are not even telling the people as to what you are doing. And why is it dragging on and on and on?
हसन अली के मामले में अभी तक सरकार का जो रवैया रहा है वो संदेह से ऊपर नहीं है.
Scathing observations by the Supreme Court again into the Hassan Ali Khan case. The court has asked the centre 3 questions. Why 3 investigating officers of the Enforcement Directorate investigating into the matter have been transferred, whether there is need for a supervisor to oversee the case, and why Hassan Ali Khan so far has already not been in custody and being interrogated. With Gaurav Arora, Kunal Shankar for Headlines Today.
That's not all. It was a day of continuous battering from the Supreme Court. After CVC's appointment and the black money rap came the 2G reprimand. The court asked the government how it could grant 2G licenses to Eutelsat DB despite an adverse report by the Home Ministry. The report that pointed to the company's nefarious links with the underworld.
On a day when the Supreme Court came down heavily on the government, it also questioned the centre on the allocation of 2G licenses to Swarm Telecom. The Apex Court asked the government on how a license was given to Swarm Telecom, now called DB Etisalat Telecom, despite the Home Ministry's warnings about its owner, Shahid Balwa. The MHA had objected to Etisalat because of its presence in Pakistan, Afghanistan, and its strategic alliance with China's telecom company, Huawei. Based on the Home Ministry's objections, the Foreign Investment Promotion Board had also rejected the application of the UAE-based promoters of Etisalat for enhancing their stake in the Indian entity Etisalat DB Telecom. The Supreme Court observed that it had files and documents that raised serious issues of national security about Etisalat. The court has now asked the CBI to file a report by the 15th of March.
The centre made it very clear today in court that it cannot take a stand on whether there was distortion in the allocation of 2G spectrum policy. The reason they've given for this is that since there is an investigation in place, they are not in a position to speak about it. Instead, they've said that the court is free to take a stand on this issue.
Meanwhile, former Telecom Minister A. Raja's judicial custody has been extended by another 14 days. Shahid Balwa, R.K. Chandolia and Siddharth Behura have also been sent to judicial custody till the 17th of March.
The Supreme Court was amused by the fact that a sensitive issue like national security was completely ignored while allocating 2G spectrum. They also wanted to know on what the circumstances were when a particular company made a sudden compromise with A. Raja and withdrew their case against the Department of Telecommunication. The Supreme Court needs answers to these questions, and for that they've asked the CBI to file a report by the 15th of March. Abhishek Bhalla in Delhi for Headlines Today.
Well, it's been a tough day for the government and it seems the troubles are here to stay. That's all we have time for on Centre Stage this evening.